just a quick announcement. Student seats are the first section of padded seats. Those are for students at that time. Thank you. Just another announcement. Students, please sit in the front section. Thank you. Students, that was loud. We have overflow up front here for students. There's no seats in the student section. We'll start in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get settled. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the 2026 Walker School Honors Program. My name is Ryan Clements and I am fortunate to serve as the head of the upper school. Tonight, we gather to celebrate the collective achievements of our students. As we recognize them, I invite you to take a moment to appreciate the dedication, perseverance, and commitment required to stand out among such a talented and accomplished group. It is also important to remember that what we honor this evening represents only a fraction of the many meaningful contributions our students make to our community each day. Before we begin, I kindly ask that you silence your electronic devices. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize the service milestones of our distinguished faculty members. With 5 years of service, Sam Bradford, Stephanie Nelson, Diane Ross, and Carla Whitlow. With 15 years of service, Bryce Brickhouse and Erica True. "20 years of service, Samantha Walker. With 30 years of service, Jennifer May. Still going. 40 years of service, John Richardson. Heading into retirement with 37 years of service, Jama Branham. You will note that the Walker core values will be represented throughout tonight's program. These values are at the fabric of who we are as a community. So it is fitting that they should be present in a gathering of Walker student achievements. And now, to speak on our core value of curiosity is Jackson Higby.
As you know, I was asked to speak on the value of curiosity and what it means to Walker and its students. Curiosity, as defined by Walker, means embracing lifelong learning. But instead of preaching the importance of curiosity, I want to talk about what curiosity looks like at Walker and how curiosity means so much more than just a love of learning. In athletics, curiosity is easily shown with how willing students are to try new sports. For instance, my friend Matthew grew up playing soccer, but after joining the track team in middle school, he decided to give pole vaulting a try. And today, he's making his way here from a state pole vaulting competition. Curiosity is also celebrated in our theater department, which this year offered a directing seminar giving a group of students a special chance to try running a play of their own. Additionally, many of our language learners take trips overseas and host international students, while our artists take trips to art museums and opera houses. But what impresses me most in Walker's celebration of curiosity is the day that they have founded in the spirit of curiosity, and that day is Spark Day. Spark Day allows students in the humanities and STEM fields to spend a semester or more researching a topic they're interested in before presenting it to groups of their classmates. The topics include the wrongful convictions of Black men, building female leaders in our middle school, and trying to figure out how anxiety may be intertwined in our DNA. Every presentation is made with so much care and love, and as a viewer, even if you aren't personally interested in the topic, you can still be kept engaged just from the energy of the speaker alone. Curiosity is embracing lifelong learning, but it is also having the courage to try a new sport, to host someone you've never met before in your home, or to speak to a group of your peers on a topic you have dedicated yourself to. So as my grade heads into college, and as all the other grades move up, I want you to remember this. Do not let fear impede your curiosity. and you will see the beautiful things that can come from it.
Next, we will recognize our salutatorian and valedictorian for the class of 2026. The salutatorian is recognized as the student achieving the second highest academic average in the class through a minimum of 3 years and has the honor of being our first speaker at commencement. The salutatorian for the class of 2026 is Rohan Jain. Unfortunately, Rohan is unable to attend, but we'll make sure he gets the award. To be recognized as valedictorian, a student must have the highest academic average in the class through a minimum of 3 years in the upper school and has the honor of delivering the commencement address on Saturday. The recipient of the 2026 Robert A. Lipson Valedictorian Award is Andy Rossich. Next, we will announce the awards of excellence for each department. Please hold a pause until all names have been read. Communications Awards, Excellence in Public Speaking. David Lopez, Jared Robinette, Avery Staus, Tatiana Trinidad. The recipients of the Flame Award for the 25-26 school year are 2 students who embraced the unknown, led a young yearbook staff, and inspired their advisor, Miss Mustafa. Aaron Turnipseed and Kendall Johnson continuously stepped up to the plate, bringing a contagious energy that uplifted and motivated their peers. Ladies, please come to the front of the stage to receive your awards. Your patience, along with your trust in yourselves, have helped to make this yearbook a special representation of the Walker Way. We hope you're able to reflect on your work this year and feel a sense of pride, recognizing that the lessons learned along the way will always be more important than the final product. Congratulations. Up next, the English Awards. Excellence in 9th grade English. We'll let the team assemble. Excellence in 9th grade English. Julia Black, Ella Burford, Aiden Evans, Ethan Helms, Lily Leonardi, Bailey Rogers, and Emmy Tu. Excellence in 10th grade English, Charlie Bozak, Will Cornish, Victoria King, and Reagan Shorter. Excellence in Honors 10th grade English. Brinley Billimack, Samantha Eichenholtz, Parker Rail. Excellence in 11th grade English, Rosie Hallecky, Eva Spasic. We'll make sure they get their awards. Excellence in 12th grade English, Lee Cornish, Devin Fernand, Kate Grosvenor, Calvin Quinalty, Maddie Russert. Excellence in AP English Language and Composition. Jackson Hamilton, Zaina Khalifa, Dylan Kravis, and Sydney Menzie. Excellence in AP English Literature and Composition. Oliver Bashand, Jack Foster, Catalina Gergis, and Abigail Lee. The Upper School Writing Award is given by the English department to the senior whose writing consistently demonstrates independence of thought, engagement with the topic, sensitivity to language, maturity of syntax, and imaginative insight. The 2026 Upper School Writing Award recipient is Riley Evans. Fine Arts Awards. Excellence in AP Studio Art, Abby Allen. Excellence in AP Music Theory, Sean John. The award for Outstanding Visual Arts Student was originally created and established by former Walker board member David Magyar. In 2020, a scholarship endowment was established in memory of longtime Walker lower school art teacher Sherry Walker Taylor, who shared her love of art and creativity with the students of the Walker School. This award is given to a senior who exemplifies the excellence and creativity in visual arts that WT, as she was affectionately known, modeled and taught for over 35 years. Presenting the 2025-26 Art Award is her daughter, Jessica Whittingham, primary school art and science teacher. Along with this award is a scholarship in the amount of $500. This year's recipient of the Sherry Walker Taylor Award for Excellence in Visual Art is Elizabeth Ovcharov. The Walker Drama Service Award is given to students who have selflessly given their time and commitment to promote and support the drama program in the upper school. This year's award is being given to a student who has continually shown her passion and unwavering support to the theater program. She has served on the Thespian board for multiple years, serving as the troop president this year. She has been either on the stage or behind the scenes for almost every show since her freshman year, and volunteered her time in our middle school theater program backstage. As an honor thespian, she will graduate with approximately 1,100 total hours of service to the theater program. Wow. The Fine Arts Department is pleased to present this year's Drama Service Award to Riley Evans. Louis Armstrong was truly a pioneer and an iconic symbol in the world of jazz. Not only was he largely responsible for being a pioneer of jazz and bringing it into the public eye and ear, but he was said to be an incredibly kind individual. According to his wife, his love for music was second only to his love of people. You would be hard-pressed to find anything negative to say about Armstrong as you would for this year's recipient of the award. This student has made tremendous strides as a musician, especially in jazz music, and has risen to a position of admiration. Student leadership, is respected by his peers and faculty, and has proven to be somewhat of a pioneer himself. This rarely happens, but for the second consecutive year, I am proud to announce that this year's winner of the Louis Armstrong Award for National Jazz Recognition is Cash Brewington. John Philip Sousa is largely responsible for what we know today as the concert band, which was developed into one of the most exciting and dynamic types of bands across the globe. Sousa was indeed a household name in the early 20th century, as his popularity grew long before the internet or social media. His band could be heard on a Saturday afternoon on the bandstand in the park, or from the streets in a parade, or at many high-profile military and political events in Washington, D.C. Also known as the March King, Sousa's popularity made him an important part of musical history and of contemporary band literature. Each year, one student from each high school across the nation may be selected as a recipient of this prestigious award. This year's top National Band Award goes to a young man that has demonstrated dedication, persistence, and incredible leadership as co-drum major and trumpet section leader. I am honored and proud to present the John Philip Sousa Award to Rowan Moore. The Show Choir Award. This award honors a junior or senior who has shown outstanding dedication to the choral program through participation in at least 2 major performances, one in show choir and a second in either show choir or musical theater. Their commitment, enthusiasm, and leadership have strengthened the ensemble and enriched the musical community through both performance and presence. Music can change the world because it can change people. Bono. I cannot think of a quote that better reflects this student and the impact she has had on our show choir program this year. This student's involvement in show choir has not only impacted our ensemble, but the program itself. Because of her focus, hard work, and positive spirit, show choir has found renewed life and energy this year. She leads not through attention seeking, but through consistency, encouragement, and a genuine investment in the success of others. She fully embraces the rehearsal process and models what commitment and collaboration should look like. Whether mentoring students who are new to show choir, helping build confidence in others, or stepping up to solve problems before being asked, she has become an essential part of our program's culture. This year, she also served as a choreographer and an enormous leader within the ensemble, going above and beyond to help create an award-winning performance that we were proud to share with our community. Her talent is undeniable, but what stands out even more is her heart, her work ethic, and the positivity she brings into every rehearsal and performance. This year's Show Choir Award goes to Helen Gregory. The Orchestra Award. This award honors outstanding orchestral musicians who have demonstrated sustained and exceptional dedication, leadership, and commitment to the orchestra program over multiple years. Through a consistent pursuit of excellence on their instrument, this student or students exemplifies the highest standards of musicianship. Their discipline, integrity, and work ethic have strengthened the ensemble, while their leadership and example have inspired their peers and enriched the orchestra program and greater Walker community. This year's Orchestra Award goes to Sam Miller and Christian Scott. Up next, the Mathematics Awards. Excellence in Algebra, Kendall Carr and Arush Zahir. Excellence in Geometry, Nirvan Fernand, Donovan Finger, Angus Maiden, Mac Nyland, Ella Kate Walker, and Gabby Viexarak. Excellence in Honors Geometry, Ashi Kaur Chauhan. Excellence in Algebra 2, Maggie Barkley, Abigail Cruz, Sophia Cameron, and Chloe Lewis. Excellence in Honors Algebra 2, Rhea Bell, Adrian Brandon, Lil Park, and Jared Rubin. Excellence in Pre-Calculus, Elliot Axt, Jaden Cohen, Dylan Koppel, Annabelle Rosen. Excellence in AP Pre-Calculus, Finn Manuel, Jameson Namkung, Lali Patel. Excellence in Calculus, Marley Preston and Harper Tab. Excellence in AP Calculus AB, Charlotte Bertel, Catherine Brill, and Isabel Sanderson. Excellence in AP Calculus BC, Ray Rowe and Andy Rossich. Excellence in AP Statistics, Alec Harvey, Addie Hunter, and Andrew Tuskowski. Excellence in Linear Algebra, Alec Harvey. Excellence in Multivariable Calculus, Jack Rail. On to the Science Awards. Excellence in Biology, Talia Chambers, Lily Jennings, Hudson Jones, and Gabby Viexerac. Excellence in Honors Biology, Ashi Kaur Chauhan and Yash Malia. Excellence in AP Biology, Alexa Campos, Ava Sanderson. Excellence in Chemistry, Samantha Eichenholz, Henry Foster, Victoria King, and Savannah Rhodes. Excellence in Honors Chemistry, Ellie Diaz-True, Kayla Figueredo, and Thomas Warren. Excellence in AP Chemistry, Alec Harvey. Excellence in Physics, Sawyer Houseworth, Mariana Lewis, Sydney Menzie, Haley Nyland, and Gavin Rosen. Excellence in AP Physics 1, Max Passarella. Excellence in AP Physics C, Electricity and Magnetism, Jack Rail. Excellence in Human Anatomy and Physiology, Isabel Sanderson. Excellence in Astronomy, Elizabeth Ovcharov. Excellence in Environmental Science, Riley Evans and Joaquin Santos. Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award. In recognition of outstanding academic achievement and superior intellectual promise in the field of science, the Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award is presented to Catalina Gerges. And now, to speak on our core value of dignity is Avery Stouse.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, as we celebrate achievement, leadership, and excellence, I want to speak about one of Walker's core values, dignity. Dignity is not something you earn from a grade, a trophy, or a title. It is the inherent value every person possesses, regardless of their status or circumstances. Since joining Walker in 7th grade, I have noticed that members of our school community consistently demonstrate dignity by listening actively, speaking with kindness, and fostering inclusion. These actions may seem small, but together, they create an environment where people feel valued and respected. As part of earning a distinction in the humanities, I completed a humanities capstone project, which I presented to students and faculty at Spark Day. The goal of the project was to address a cultural misconception. Through my research, I became more aware of challenges people face and educated others on the importance of preserving every individual's dignity, regardless of their background or vulnerability. Watching my classmates share projects addressing racism, mental health, and food insecurity was especially inspiring because it reflected the Walker community's commitment to upholding the dignity of every person through empathy and awareness. Walker also focuses on dignity through advisory discussions, guest speakers, and assemblies that encourage students and faculty to better understand and respect different cultures and perspectives. Dignity is seen when teachers encourage students not only to succeed academically, but also to grow as individuals. It is seen when students support one another instead of competing against each other. And it is seen when members of our community choose open-mindedness and compassion, even when judgment or indifference might be easier. Dignity not only means respecting others, it also means respecting ourselves. It means displaying honesty and character, even when no one is watching. It means understanding that our worth is not defined by a single mistake or failure, but by the resilience and integrity we demonstrate in difficult situations. This evening, I'm challenging all of us, students, parents, teachers, to treat one another with dignity, avoid demeaning language, ensure our actions match our values, and treat every person with respect. Even something as simple as offering a smile can show someone they are seen and appreciated. Let's continue building a community where dignity is not just a word or a pillar, but a daily practice, a mindset, a value that shapes who we are and who we aspire to become. Thank you.
It would seem that we missed one of our science awards. So the award for excellence in AP Physics C Mechanics, Nick Tejador. I said I missed it. All right, next we'll have the Social Studies Awards. For excellence in early world history, Davion Byron, Sidney Glatzer, Yash Malia, and Chasen Statham. Excellence in modern world history, Addie Ganser and Ryan West. Excellence in AP Human Geography, Adrian Brandon, Kendall Carr, Ashi Kaur Chauhan, and Gabby Viexarak. Excellence in U.S. History, Catherine Brill, Catalina Gergis, and Darwin Holliday. Excellence in AP US History, Lucy Arjona, Oliver Bachand, Alexa Campos, Kaylin Hand, Abigail Lee, and Nicholas Theodore. Excellence in AP European History, Carly Stroh. Excellence in AP World History, Cece DeKerber. Samantha Eichenholz, Miles Kosick, and Savannah Rhodes. Excellence in AP Economics, Sam Kessler, Rowan Moore, Jackson Namkung, Andy Rossich. Excellence in AP Psychology, Owen Axt, Amir Edwards, Savannah Jordan, and Freya Maiden. Excellence in AP Government, Dylan Kravis. The University of Rochester Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award in Humanities and Social Science is presented to a student who is committed to understanding and addressing difficult social issues through study, community action, and dialogue. This year's winner, Lucy Arjona. On to the Technology Awards. For excellence in AP Computer Science, Lee Cornish and Zach Huang. The Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology is presented to a student who displays a strong interest in one or both of these areas. This student may lead others to new approaches to old problems, such as innovative community service and best uses of internal communication tools, such as chats and blogs. The Xerox Award for 2026 is given to Alexa Campos. on to the World Language Awards. Excellence in French 2, Nirvan Fernand and Scarlett Wilcox. Excellence in French 3, Victoria King. Excellence in Honors French 4, Jada Johnson. Excellence in AP French, Grant Roman. Excellence in AP German, Catherine Brill. Excellence in Spanish 1A, Grayson Coyne, Banyan Thurman, and Mona Vega. Excellence in Spanish 1B, Josh Colas. Excellence in Spanish 2, Ella Burford, Lily Leonardi, Lil Park, Arush Zahir. Excellence in Spanish 3, Arthi Anand, Elias Anker, Cece DeKerber, and Pierce McNamara. Excellence in Honors Spanish 4, Ellie Diaz-True, Morgan Murray, and Lali Patel. Excellence in AP Spanish Literature, Yohara Cantu. Excellence in AP Spanish Language and Culture, Miles Kosick, Michael Opoku Menza, Tatiana Trinidad. Excellence in Latin 2, Ria Bell and Corey Gross. Excellence in Latin 3, Michael Patterson, Maya Shaw. Excellence in Honors Latin 4, Savannah Rhodes. Excellence in AP Latin, Sam Kessler. The Winona B. Roebuck Award is presented to the junior or senior whose scholarship in Greek, Latin, and the classics reflects the zeal, energy, and curiosity of the Roman general and historian Gaius Plinius Secundus. I took French. Upon witnessing the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, Pliny, famously rushed toward the danger fearlessly and with the mind of a scholar to study the phenomenon firsthand. This award honors the memory of Mrs. Winona Roebuck, a dedicated Latin teacher of 41 years who inspired generations of students to pursue the joy of scholarship. Whether by defining an unfamiliar word, learning a new language, or exploring new cultures, receiving the Roebuck Cup and a $1,000 scholarship for the continued study of the classics or for international travel, the recipient of the Winona B. Roebuck Award this year is Rowan Moore.
Good evening. To earn the engineering diploma distinction, students must complete the Introduction to Engineering course and complete a guided scientific research project in engineering. As part of the program, each student conducts an independent research project, writes a formal research paper, and presents their work to the upper school community during Spark Day. Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. Matthew Browning, for his work building a solar-powered water filtration system. Talia Fox, for her work building and refining a 3D prosthetic hand. Zach Huang, for his work engineering VR headsets to improve patient mobility. Zach Kirsten, for his work building stable robot with triptyrons. Jay Kim, for his work on adaptive quantum computing algorithms. Anthony Prisco, for his work on high-performance 3D printed motors. Calvin Quinalty, for his work on haptic feedback glove construction and programming.
To earn the Humanities Diploma distinction, students must take the Humanities Healing the World course, as well as the Humanities Capstone course. They must apply their cognitive-based compassion training to an outside internship, and ultimately, they must complete a project that uses their humanities skills to address a cultural misconception, because narratives change culture. And the humanities fields are our greatest tools for crafting these narratives. Student projects are then presented to the upper school at Spark Day. Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. Hayden Black, for creating programming for Camp Hope, focusing on children with incarcerated parents. Ella Cooper, for creating Lead Her Ship Circles, a program which empowers middle school girls to identify as leaders. Parker Douglas, for creating the ECHO program, designed to help New Avenues graduates navigate middle school. Riley Evans, for her novel in verse entitled For Life, which dissects the racial injustice that leads to the wrongful incarceration of Black men. Charlotte Fawcett, for the creation of Not Fed Up, a website, art installation, and cereal drive to address and take action against food insecurity in Georgia. Zaina Khalifa, for creating the human experience a magazine of compiled interviews that dismantles stereotypes about immigrants. Kennedy Spencer, for her documentary and art installation Through Their Eyes, which highlight the voices of autistic or neurodivergent children through art and conversation. Avery Strauss, for her documentary entitled More Than the Mirror, which explores mental health and dancers. And last but not least, Erin Turnipseed, for her podcast series, The Ripple Effect, which explores neuroplasticity and our ability to overcome adverse childhood experiences.
To earn the Public Health Diploma distinction, students must complete the epidemiology course and complete a guided scientific research project in public health. As part of the program, each student conducts an independent research project, writes a formal research paper, and presents their work to the upper school community during Spark Day. Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. Fallon Arnold, for her work on the impact of social media health hacks on adolescent behavior. Cash Brewington, for his work identifying microplastic contamination in metro Atlanta drinking water. Charlie Merritt, for his work assessing the effectiveness of pre-hospital bleeding control. Michael Apokumensa, for his work assessing bacterial composition on toothbrushes and cardiovascular health. Jack Rail, for his work connecting water bottle type and usage and bacterial composition. Anna Roncini, for her work exploring possible correlations between genetic variants and anxiety. Andy Rossich, for his work evaluating teen retainer usage and hygiene. And Jack Schumann, for his work testing educational interventions on car rotting behavior.
Why don't we take a 5-minute break? I think it's a good time for an intermission. There are some beverages and small desserts upstairs, so we'll start back in 5. Thank you.
So it could be this, but there you go. Okay?
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was just wondering how
Please make your way back to your seats. Please make your way back to your seats. Please find your way to your seats. All right. And now to speak on our core value of kindness is Isabella Jean.
Good evening, everyone. People will forget what you said, what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. When I first heard this quote from the esteemed poet Maya Angelou in middle school, I never fully understood the depth of its meaning. But as I've grown, I've come to realize its accuracy. The way we treat others is so important, and it has a greater impact than most will ever know. And as I came to Walker, I realized how important kindness is. Kindness can not only be in shaping individuals, but an entire community also. It is not always shown through the big, grand gestures, but in the small, everyday actions. And at Walker, I've seen kindness everywhere. I've seen it in the cafeteria, where other students say thank you to the cafeteria staff, acknowledging the hard work they put into nourishing us. I've seen it in Dr. Murray's classroom, when other students encourage those who are shy or lack the confidence to participate in class discussions. I've seen it in the classroom, when students say thank you to the teachers who work hard to educate us, showing them that we appreciate the effort they put into their work. When I first came to Walker, I was one of those shy kids, especially after switching schools my junior year. I decided to challenge myself by trying something new, to become an actor. At my old school, I'd only worked crew and had little experience with acting and singing. So when I first came to auditions, I was horrified at the thought of having to put myself out there and to audition in front of others. I thought that people would be judgmental, closed off, but it was quite the opposite. Everyone was friendly, greeting me, asking who I was auditioning for. From Alice by Heart to Radium Girls, the kindness I've received from students, teachers, and parents has been extraordinary. I've met so many close friends, and the memories I've made have been extraordinary, and I'll never take them for granted. Being kind can encourage others to do something different, to make new experiences, to step out of their comfort zones, because I can attest that if I hadn't been shown the generosity I did, I don't think I would have done theater. As we leave here tonight, I want to encourage everyone to choose kindness. Choose kindness when you think it may not matter. Choose kindness in the moments where it may be hardest to be kind. Choose kindness in a world where it's often easier to judge than to understand. Because when we choose kindness, we foster a stronger community, not only within Walker, but beyond these doors. So I challenge you to choose kindness. Maybe pick up a leftover cup someone left in the lunchroom, or spark up a conversation with someone who's having a bad day. Because when we all as a collective come together and make sure that every person feels valued and seen, Walker becomes more than just a school. It becomes a true community. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Thank you.
This year, Walker was given the opportunity to award 2 scholarships from our partnership with the Red Cross. The Red Cross Scholarship Award is given to a student or students who has exhibited leadership in organizing and coordinating blood drives at their high school, supporting the Red Cross, a student who is an active leader in their community and service organizations, and will be continuing their education at the post-secondary level. These students will also be encouraged to support or coordinate blood drives at their college and in the local community. The 2025-26 Red Cross scholarships are awarded this year to Chloe Espinoza and Ansley Kennedy. Please come up to receive your certificates and a check for $500 each from the Red Cross program to your future, towards your future higher education goals.
Roots, reaching out to others through service. 2006 marked the first time that Walker students were given the opportunity to graduate with distinction in community service. Students must complete at least 150 hours of community service to be eligible to graduate with the Roots distinction. Additionally, students submitted a written reflection and presented to faculty and peers on their service. Our 21 Roots recipients completed a total of 4,306 recorded hours. We know that that is just a small accounting of the great work all of our Walker students do in our community. So let's give a big round of applause for all the service our students complete. These students will have their names engraved on a permanent plaque bearing the motto of the Roots program. A civilization flourishes when people plant trees under which they will never sit. This year, the Walker School recognizes the following class of 2026 seniors for their hours of selfless dedication to reaching out to others through service. Please come to the front of the stage to receive a certificate and a specially designed pin to recognize your commitment to service. And please hold your applause until all names are called. Elliot Axt, Owen Axt, Hayden Black, Cash Brewington, Ella Cooper, Parker Douglas, Joshua Eichenholz, Talia Fox, Ansley Kennedy, Dylan Koppel, Jason Koppel, Sam Koppel, Dylan Kravis, Ariel Lewis, Morgan Murray, Michael Apoku Menza, Elizabeth Ovcharov, Calvin Quinalty, Andy Rossich, Ava Sanderson, and Isabel Sanderson.
Founded in 1776 at William and Mary, Phi Beta Kappa Society is the oldest and most prestigious of the academic honoraries. Its purpose is to celebrate excellence in the liberal arts and sciences and to champion freedom of thought. Will the members of Phi Beta Kappa among the faculty and guests please stand and join me in recognizing the recipient of the 2026 Phi Beta Kappa Book Award. This award is presented annually to the junior who exemplifies the highest level of academic achievement, rigorous coursework, and demonstrates intellectual integrity reflective of the principles of Phi Beta Kappa. The 2026 recipient for the Walker School is Alexa Campos.
The Georgia Certificate of Merit program, sponsored by the University of Georgia, recognizes members of the junior class for superior academic achievement in their first 3 years at the Walker School. Certificates are signed by Governor Brian Kemp and Jerry Moorhead, the president of the University of Georgia. Would the following students please come forward to receive their certificate? Please hold your applause until all names are read. Elias Anker, Alexa Campos, Jack Foster, Kaylin Hand, Dylan Jones, Abigail Lee, Yumin Lee, Nick Teodor, and Raymond Tu. Congratulations. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation annually recognizes academically talented students based upon their performance on the PSAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Exam taken in the junior year. Last fall, we were informed that 5 members of the class of 2026 had qualified for recognition. Cash Brewington, Sam Kessler, and Jack Rail all achieved commended status by placing among the top 5% of students competing in the program. Alec Harvey and Rohan Jain advanced in the National Merit Scholarship Program and were ultimately named National Merit finalists in February. They were among just 15,000 students nationwide to receive this honor. Congratulations to all of you.
STAR, the Student Teacher Achievement Recognition Program, is sponsored annually by the Professional Association of Georgia Educators, PAGE. Since 1958, STAR has recognized exceptional students across the state, in addition to their teachers. To be considered for the STAR program, high school seniors must have the highest score on a single SAT test administration and be in the top 10% of their graduating class. The STAR student then selects a teacher to be named as a STAR teacher. This is someone who has been instrumental in their academic development. This year, Walker was proud to select Rohan Jain as our STAR student. In addition to being recognized at the local level, Rohan was one of a select group of students from Marietta City to be honored at the system level. Rohan couldn't be here tonight, but we accept this award on his behalf. And Rohan selected Mr. Arjona as his STAR teacher. Mr. Arjona, will you also please stand?
The Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Foundation, HOBie, is dedicated to the training and nurturing of the young leaders of tomorrow through leadership seminars. This year, Walker is proud to have 5 students attend a 3-day training program in June at Georgia Southern University, where they will be challenged to develop their personal leadership style, train in leading others, and encouraged to continue to seek a life of service. Would the following students please come forward to accept your certificate? Samantha Eichenholtz, Timothy Hope, Sophia Jean, Victoria King, and Sophia Moore.
Each year, Walker is proud to nominate candidates for the consideration to the Georgia Governor's Honors Program, a 4-week immersive summer instructional program for gifted and highly talented students in an intensive enrichment curriculum. The selected process for GHP is highly competitive. Over 4,000 applicants statewide, but only 20% are invited to attend the summer program. Would Abigail Lee please come forward to be recognized for being accepted into the 2026 Governor's Honors Program, where she will major in the area of communicative arts. Congratulations.
All right, student-nominated awards. These next awards are a tradition that started 2 years ago that brings a new level of student involvement into the honors program this afternoon. Student leaders in our class councils worked with us at that time to create a small number of additional honors that are not based on academics necessarily, but instead speak to qualities we value in Walker students. These awards are fully student-nominated, and those selected by the faculty are having them presented by students who nominated them. Creativity and imagination. The first is for a student that embodies creativity and imagination. They express themselves artistically, think outside the box, and show talent and effort in an artistic pursuit. To present this award, I will turn it over to Kat Brill.
If you were to ask me what creativity and imagination meant to people, I would say that it means a creator of worlds. Then, when I think of a creator of worlds, I think of one specific person who truly is the most creative and imaginative person I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. Even though I have only recently gotten close with the student through theater and Love Club, I have always known that they have always had a creative soul. From creating puppets for James and the Giant Peach and to helping direct with Radium Girls, the student has truly created environments that artists like myself and many of their peers can thrive in. The student truly has outdone themselves with all of the hard work they have put in creatively for our school and even outside of Walker. That is why I'm so honored to give this year's Creativity and Imagination Award to Ovtrov.
Perseverance and effort. The next award is for a student who embodies perseverance and effort, putting their full effort into everything they do, modeling a great work ethic and high expectations with perseverance and continual improvement. To present this award, I will turn it over to Michael Opoku Menza.
According to Merriam-Webster, perseverance is a continued effort to achieve something despite difficulty, and it comes secondhand to the difficulty a person faces. While reading this form, one person immediately came to my mind. The path for this person has not been straightforward, and they have been hit with many obstacles, but that did not stop them from constantly striving to be their best in the classroom by studying diligently and making sure they master all the material, and even on the basketball court when things are not going their way. It even got to a point where her mom and I had a conversation about how they overstudy. As you could see her carrying around a diagram of the brain or a diagram of how the blood flows through the heart. Her work ethic is truly inspirational, as shown by the 99 that they finished with in the anatomy and physiology course in the first semester. I know that big things are coming your way, Medley, and I'm very proud of all your hard work. I'm proud to present the Perseverance and Effort Award to Addie Hunter.
Kindness and empathy. Our next award is for a student that embodies kindness and empathy. They make Walker a better place through how they deal with others in a positive way. To present this award, I will turn it over to Ella Cooper.
The Kindness and Empathy Award is special because it recognizes something far deeper than grades, accomplishments, or titles. It speaks to who someone is at their core. It honors the people who shape the world around them through the way they treat others, through compassion, warmth, and the ability to make others feel seen and valued. The person receiving this award tonight embodies all of those qualities. Her kindness and empathy have not only impacted individual people, but have also created real change within the Walker community. After noticing that there was no all-girls robotics team, she helped to create one herself. Through that team, Spider Bites, she has encouraged girls across all grades at Walker to pursue STEM fields and explore robotics in an environment where they feel welcomed and supported. What I admire most is that she did not just create a club. She created a space where young women feel comfortable learning and growing. She leads not through intimidation, but through kindness. Her coaches consistently speak about the compassion she shows on the golf course and the way she encourages rather than discourages her teammates. It is truly inspiring. In a world where people often feel pressure to seem intimidating or overly cool, she has remained warm, approachable, and genuinely caring. It is clear that she holds kindness close to her heart in everything she does, and I know she is going to continue making an incredible impact on the field of medicine and beyond. I am honored to present the Kindness and Empathy Award to Anna Roncini.
fully involved in school life. Our final student-nominated award is for a student that is fully involved in the life of Walker. They set an example for younger students and make the school a better place through their involvement in the full life of the school. To present this award, I will turn it over to Lucy Arjona.
When we were asked to nominate one of our peers for the Fully Involved at Walker Award, this student was the first person that came to mind. All of her actions represent the best of Walker students, and she is someone not only many others look up to, but I look up to as well. She's influenced not just the high school through her SAU activities, but also the middle school through her Leadership Circles program she created as a part of her humanities capstone. When I attended her Spark Day presentation, I really saw how much care she takes in being a role model and leader, and how important it is for her to teach others to do the same, especially younger girls. From speaking weekly at our assemblies to personally seeing her work on the Fair Oaks board, I know how passionate she is about everything. She truly cares about this school, which is why she is involved in so many different parts of our community. She was a member of the hair and makeup crew for the musical, a peer leader, an intern in the sports medicine program, and a cheerleader, just to name a few things that she does. But no matter how busy she is, I have witnessed her commitment and how she always goes the extra mile. Her senior superlative, Mrs. Walker, is a perfect illustration of her involvement and commitment to our school. It is a privilege to present the award for fully involved in the life of the school to Ella Cooper.
The University of Rochester George Eastman Young Leaders Award recognizes a junior with strong leadership experience at school and in the community, high grades in challenging courses, and extensive involvement in extracurricular activities. I'm proud to present this year's award to the well-rounded, honorable emerging leader, scholar, and actor, Elias Anker.
And now to speak on our core value of honor is Jared Robinette.
We are nothing without our honor. We are nothing without the courage to choose right over wrong. And we are nothing without the integrity to hold ourselves to a standard, even when it may be difficult. Honor is something that is built over years of our lives through countless difficult choices, but can be shaken with one bad choice. People often say that honor is a decision you make when no one is looking, choosing the difficult but right option over the easy but wrong option. While this is true, honor is more than what you do when no one's looking. There are many different types of honor. The first one I want to mention is honor for your family. Every family has a reputation, something they are known for. You're either adding to that or taking away with every action that you do. Do you honor that reputation and uphold the standard that others have come to expect? The next type of honor is honor in your career. Will you be someone that your peers and leaders can rely on without hesitation? Do you own up to your mistakes and strive to improve? For me, these are questions that I'll be asking myself for a long time to come. I'm pursuing a path of service in the Air Force, where honor and integrity are requirements, not just suggestions. The decisions that I make will matter, because there will be people counting on me to make the right one, and that starts with the decisions that I make right now. The final type of honor, where everything comes together, is honor in your community. Are you there for others when they need help? Would you stand up for someone, even if it may turn some people against you? At Walker, we are that community. Signing the Book of Honor at the beginning of each year is not just a tradition. It's a promise that we make to each other. Walker has built a framework for these values that extends far beyond the school and into our personal lives. And if you answered no to any of the questions that I just asked, then that's not a bad thing. That's exactly the point. We can always improve and become better versions of ourselves. We just have to work for it. Honor is not just one decision. It is a lifelong pattern. Continue to build your path, and I'm certain that when difficult moments come, you will know exactly what to do. Thank you.
The honor book presentation. At the beginning of the school year, the Walker Upper School holds its annual honor convocation. In this solemn ceremony, the members of the entire student body pause to dedicate themselves to uphold the highest level of integrity, pledging as well to hold each other to these standards. The signatures of each member of the class go into a class book of honor. By tradition, the Book of Honor is to be present at each reunion of the class after graduation. The privilege of bearing the Book of Honor for the class of 2026 from this day forward, and to see that it will be at each reunion henceforth, goes to the President of the Honor Council. Without further ado, Caroline Turner.
It is a privilege to work, learn, and grow at a school as diverse as Walker, where each student brings new ideas, passion, and zeal. Today, it is my pleasure to recognize an individual who came to Walker from rather far away, and yet made this place feel like home, not just for himself, but really for all of us. The minute he stepped on campus, he didn't wait to belong. Instead, he showed up, fully, quietly, and with purpose. He immersed himself in everything Walker had to offer in the classroom and among the community. What makes him remarkable isn't just his excellence, it's how he carries it. He is humble when he could boast. He is steady even when his peers may waver. He is diligent even when working solo. And he is kind even in circumstances when it would be easier to stay apart. Without ever demanding attention, he has become someone his peers look to, listen to, and genuinely admire. His influence doesn't come from magnitude, it comes from character. And that kind of interaction leaves a mark that outlasts any award. Choosing to pursue an education from far from home takes boldness, but choosing to pour yourself into the experience and earnestly give as much as you gain requires so much more, and he gives that every day. It is my honor to recognize Ray Rowe as this year's recipient of the International Student Award. Congratulations. The Mosley Award for an Outstanding New Student is presented by the upper school faculty to the new student who best demonstrates the warmth and personality and positive school spirit that are the hallmarks of our former Director of Admission, Patty Mosley. It is my honor to present the Mosley New Student Award, an award that recognizes someone who didn't just arrive at Walker, but arrived. Leaving home to pursue your education always requires incredible strength and resilience, but this young lady, she made it look effortless. From the first day, she dove headfirst into all things, the classrooms, the hallways, and she brought with her an energy and a warmth that is truly contagious. Her peers don't just like her, they genuinely admire her. Her smile walks into a room before she does. A fellow teacher mentioned her friendships have no boundaries in age or culture. Her positivity is not an act, it is simply who she is. She is kind, involved, and lifts every space that she enters. We often say a school shapes its students, but the very best students shape their school right back. Walker is a better place because of you, and we are proud that our paths have crossed. It is a pleasure to present the Mosley New Student Award to Eva Spasic.
The Socrates Award is not presented every year. The award recognizes that rare Walker student who never ceases to explore and to challenge not only the beliefs of others, but also his or her own beliefs. This student values all kinds of learning, often outside of traditional academics and what Walker can offer, with little concern for test scores, grade point averages, transcripts, college acceptances, or public recognition. The student is not shy from the pursuit of deeper and more complete knowledge, and his or her insightful questions evidence the intellectual prowess so revered by Socrates. To quote this student, "She is on a lifelong pursuit to make meaning of our reality through art. High school has not been about the pursuit of high grades, though she mostly did that. High school has not been about college admissions, though she nailed that too, heading to my alma mater in the fall. Her high school experience has been about reading deeply, about creating, about giving her time and talents in the classroom, the arts, on athletic teams. High school has been about lingering after class to have deeper, more nuanced conversations about the material with her teachers. High school has been about going beyond the walls of Walker and learning from others while sharing her own unique gifts. I will not forget that moment when she found me during pre-planning this year, walking from the library building toward the main building, just like bursting forth with joy about her experience at the Governor's Honors Program this past summer. Though we don't know what her future holds, I'm confident that she will continue working to understand the world and herself more deeply, sharing that insight with those lucky enough to connect with her. It is my honor to present Zaina Khalifa with the Socrates Award. All right. It's been a while since I last taught 9th grade English, and this year I am so glad that I've been given the opportunity, as it has put me in the orbit of the recipient of the Outstanding Freshman Award. This student models all that we hope for those in the community. She is curious in the classroom, asks good questions, and enjoys thinking deeply about whatever we're reading. She has a great sense of humor, even tolerating the dad joke calendar fairly well. She is committed to all facets of school life, academics, the arts, and athletics. She models our values of dignity and honor through her work on the Diversity Alliance and her commitment to being part of the Honor Council for the next school year. Most importantly, however, it is that she is simply kind. Emmy, too, embodies all the qualities we hope to see in a Walker student, and it is my honor to present her the Outstanding Freshman Award.
How can you still be smiling? You must be exhausted. How are you still showing care for your classmates and concern and enthusiasm for your studies? These questions often fill my mind when I see our next honoree, because I know that she was in rehearsal until very late the night before. This outstanding sophomore is recognized tonight not only for her wholehearted engagement in our community, paired with her multitude of talents. What really sets this student apart is her unwavering commitment to kindness and curiosity and to her joyful attitude, even when rehearsal runs late or she spent the weekend catching up on her schoolwork. This student exceeds the triple threat known in the theater. She is a quintuple threat. She can sing, dance, and act. And she sparks a love of learning in the classroom, and she has a warm heart and such a caring attitude. I have seen her shine in so many ways, whether she is looking for a pea in a mattress, singing with the jazz band, serving in SAU, analyzing a novel, or just laughing with her friends in the hallway. Please join me in honoring Haven Shelton with the Outstanding Sophomore Award.
It is my privilege to present the Outstanding Sophomore Award to a student who embodies Walker's core values of curiosity, honor, dignity, and kindness. President of the Latin Club, member of SAU, robotics competitor, member of the stage crew, and a participant in many other activities, Parker Rail's investment in Walker's community is unparalleled. Describing Parker's work in SAU, Ms. Nelson shared, "He is always present, always contributing, and often one of the last people to leave when there's work to be done." This is equally true of Parker's commitment to academics. Parker's curiosity drives his learning. He asks insightful questions and is a frequent contributor to class discussions. Parker simply loves learning. This is exemplified by his desire to read the longest book in Dr. Murray's library. Not only did Parker finish the 900-page book, but he has since read its sequel. Moreover, Parker approaches his work with honor. Parker took the lead in a recent AP World History class project where he coached his peers to ensure all of the work was authentic and of high quality. Parker is kind and encouraging and respectful of teachers and peers alike. For these reasons, Walker's faculty recognizes Parker Rail as an outstanding sophomore.
Excellent. All right. At Walker, we strive to develop students who embody our core values: honor, dignity, curiosity, and kindness. And this year's, our first, Outstanding Junior exemplifies each of these values in both word and action. This student is the kind of person who elevates every space he enters. An exceptionally talented academic student, he consistently challenges himself with a demanding course load while remaining deeply engaged in our school community. His keen intellect is evident not only in his academic success, but in the curiosity and thoughtfulness he brings to every discussion. He genuinely loves learning, whether engaging in spirited intellectual debate, exploring a new idea, or carefully considering feedback with humility and maturity. Beyond the classroom, this student's leadership and involvement speaks volumes about his character. He is an integral member of the concert band, a varsity golfer, and a dedicated leader of the chess club, where many would argue he is one of the strongest players at Walker. Yet, despite his many accomplishments, what stands out most is our core value, his kindness. patience, and collaborative spirit. He is quick to help peers, inclusive in his leadership, and deeply invested in the organizations and people around him. Jack Foster truly represents the best, one of the best of the junior class, and it's a great class, y'all. And it is with great pride that we recognize him once again as Outstanding Junior. Congratulations, Jack. But wait, there's more. This student is a truly uplifting presence on our campus. She brings warmth, humor, and positivity in every room she enters, and her smile has a way of making others feel welcome and valued. Throughout the years I have worked with her, and one thing has remained consistently true. She is dependable, grounded, and strong in character. She does the right thing even when no one is looking, owns her truth with confidence and humility, and continually uplifts the people around her. As Dr. Schaefer shared with me, wow, she is just an amazing human being. I had no idea how thoughtful and inquisitive she was until I had her in a class. She sincerely loves to learn, and how she makes her peers feel really matters to her. I believe that perfectly captures who she is. She is one of the best active listeners I have ever encountered in a student. So thoughtful, proactive, and deeply aware of the needs of others. Whether it's helping lead homecoming events, supporting her peers, cheering on the school community, or sharing her creativity as a talented dancer and choreographer, as we saw at the dance recital. She approaches everything with heart and dedication. It is with great pride that I now recognize Kaylin Hand as our second Outstanding Junior of 2026.
Up next, Todd Motter to award the Leadership Award.
When you describe the ideal Walker student, this individual immediately comes to mind. Not only is he talented, popular, and very intellectual, he is also a leader in and out of the classroom. He has served as vice president of the Student Service Organization and volunteers in his community to serve others through his own club and through organizations such as the Neighborhood Pantry, the North Fulton County Community Charities, the Atlanta Food Bank, and the Must Neighborhood Pantry. His community service literally impacts hundreds of lives each month. In the classroom, this individual is equally effective as a leader. His curiosity, tenacity, creativity, and pioneering spirit paved the way for the inaugural Spark Day last year. He has served as jazz band captain for the past 2 years and was last year's recipient of the Louis Armstrong National Jazz Award. He has been a member of the Upper School Concert Band for 5 years in a 4-year high school and has successfully gained the respect and admiration for both his peers and his teachers. The person that I'm describing is more than a student. He has become a friend, and I cannot think of anyone more deserving of this recognition than Cash Brewington.
Hello. So when this person arrived at Walker as a freshman, it didn't take long to realize he was someone very special. But I don't think any of us could have predicted just how much of an impact he would make over the next 4 years. He is the kind of leader who doesn't wait for opportunities, he creates them. He revitalized the mock trial team, bringing energy, structure, and purpose that transformed it into something truly meaningful. On the cross-country course, he led not just with his performance, but also with his presence, serving as captain in his junior and senior years, and setting the tone for what commitment and teamwork should look like. But what makes this person stand out even more is his willingness to step outside of his comfort zone, from launching and leading the Student Policy Change Committee to stepping onto the stage in theater productions. He has shown a rare versatility and courage to grow. He leads by example, he holds himself to a high standard, and consistently shows up as the best version of himself for his peers, his teachers, and his community. In all of my years, I can honestly say he's one of a kind. Walker is better because of him, and I cannot wait to see what he does next. And Jack, when you do become a billionaire or our future president, remember who gave you this speech tonight, and maybe keep my email and phone number handy. Congrats, Jack Schumann.
In a relatively short time, this student has made important contributions and is leaving a lasting mark on this school. She has been a leader in several official capacities, such as captain of the varsity swim team, secretary of the National Honor Society, and co-editor of the Stitch Literary Magazine. The variety of positions she has held speaks to her range of talents and to her ability to excel in multiple areas of interest. It is likely, though, that most faculty and students have witnessed this person's leadership in the classroom and in the hallways as she leads by her admirable example. Soon after her arrival at Walker, she began to stand out as a leader among her peers. She often gets the conversation started in class, and she listens to others with sincerity and understanding. Because she is thoughtful, insightful, and passionate about learning, she is respected by her classmates, and they value her opinions and perspective. She is a hard worker, fully dedicating herself to all that she does, and doing so with a positive attitude. She is respectful, kind, and encouraging to others, quietly demonstrating what it looks like to prioritize others rather than herself. While she envisions a career that will allow her to make an impact on the lives of others in the future, it is fair to say she has already done that during her time at Walker. It is my honor and pleasure to present the Leadership Award to Carly Stroh. The Faculty Award recognizes the deserving senior or seniors who have met the challenges of Walker with integrity, perseverance, courage, and humor. The school community is a better place, and we are better people because of their commitment and efforts. I met our first recipient when she stepped into my classroom at the beginning of her 8th grade year. The impressive characteristics I saw in her that first year, curiosity, kindness, empathy, determination, have deepened and matured during her journey through high school. This student consistently greets everyone with her warm smile, even when she's tired or not feeling her best. She is a kind, encouraging, and supportive friend who is always happy to help others. She is a diligent student and a hard worker who enjoys intellectual challenges and consistently strives to do her best. She is respectful to teachers and peers alike. She possesses a great sense of humor and fun, and she easily draws others in with her laughter. She has exemplified the dedicated Walker athlete on the basketball court, volleyball court, and track. Furthermore, she represented her school and country beautifully as a gracious host and an open-minded and curious visitor during her French exchange experience. So because you can't help smiling when you see her, because to know her is to love her, and because she has made Walker a better place for those fortunate enough to call her their student, friend, or classmate, it is my honor and pleasure to present the Faculty Award to Fallon Arnold.
It is quite the task to succinctly articulate what this recipient of the Faculty Award means to this school, the community, the faculty, and to me. They are truly remarkable in every way, whether in the art room, the theater, the Spanish classroom, and literally every other subject, or one of, and this number is an estimate, 40,000 clubs that they are part of. Perhaps the most remarkable quality is that they care, and care to the highest level possible in all aspects of their life at Walker. There are too many stories to recount showing off how wonderful this student is, from building an utterly amazing rhino for James and the Giant Peach, to a wonderfully acted Professor Plum in Clue, or seeing my colleagues' faces light up when we discuss yet another amazing thing that this student has accomplished at Walker. Personally, I will hold this student's kindness closest to my heart. They have made me a better teacher, director, and person, and I know my fellow faculty members would agree that this community is a far better place because of them. It is my honor and privilege to present the Faculty Award to Elizabeth Ovtcharov.
Intense curiosity, innovator, artistic, empathetic, and kind. This student has always thrived in the investigation of the problem. He meets challenges head on and piece by piece finds the answer. He is tenacious and intellectual, and his philosophy to listen first, think, then ask questions is evident in everything that he does. Whether he is designing a virtual reality glove for the GSR in engineering, writing code for a program that tracks a satellite's location to intercept it, yes, he's done that, or programming and designing lights for the musical, this student digs into everything he does. He is one of the most patient students because he knows that every process and learning moment moves at its own pace for everyone differently. I honestly do not know how he does everything that he does and still finds time to hike over 500 miles. Literally, he has done 500 miles. The Georgia part of the AT Trail twice. And he does robotics, theater, soccer, cross country, and Boy Scouts because, of course, he is also an Eagle Scout. He is an exceptional example of a Walker student, and the faculty is always happy to see him walk into their classroom. It is my pleasure to present the Faculty Award to Calvin Quinalty.
It's one thing to take courses like Advanced Topics in Economics, Politics and Nonfiction, Multivariable Calculus, Guided Scientific Research, and AP Physics C. It is even more impressive to have the keen intellect and admirable work ethic to succeed in such challenging classes. Even if anyone among us could do such things, could you do it all with a smile? This student has brought a relentless positivity and sincere curiosity to their academic pursuits. They ask lots of questions, and you can tell it is not to challenge others or to impress them. It is clear that it is because he truly wants to understand other perspectives and new ideas. He has a deep interest in people and their stories. His academic pursuits have been accompanied by full engagement with the life of the school, everything from robotics to mock trial to pitching for the baseball team and completing a research project to analyze the bacterial DNA in our water bottles. And last but not least, being pulled from the mattress during the finale of the musical this year. Our next faculty award goes to a leader, athlete, and scholar with $1 million smile, Jack Rail.
The Robertson Award crosses many areas of school life and seeks to recognize the individual whose personal characteristics, concern for others, and spirit of being a servant leader represents the ideal Walker student. It is my privilege to recognize a student who truly embodies the spirit of servant leadership. As an elected student leader, this individual has consistently led, not by seeking recognition, but by lifting others up, by listening, by showing up, and by doing the quiet, meaningful work that strengthens the community. What sets this student apart is not just what he does, but how he does it. He approaches each day with curiosity, always seeking to understand and grow. He treats others with dignity, ensuring that every voice is valued. He acts with honor, holding himself to a high standard in both word and action. And perhaps most visibly, he leads with kindness, whether in the classroom, on the soccer field, or in the countless everyday moments that define student life. This is the kind of leader who makes those around him better, simply by being who he is, a model for his peers and a trusted presence for our faculty. It is an honor to recognize him tonight. Please join me in congratulating Michael Opoku Menza. Before some closing remarks, I just had two quick announcements, reminders. In case you may have forgotten, graduation's on Saturday, May 16th, this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. in here, okay? Secondly, events like tonight and pretty much every event that happens in the upper school happens through the diligent work of a whole team of people. Many of you see up here. But there's one person who often we refer to as the person who keeps the train on the tracks. And I would be negligent in my duties if I didn't recognize her tonight. But I had to omit it from the script because I didn't want her to know. So can you put your hands together, because I'm probably dead tomorrow. Can you put your hands together for Miss Olivia Barrios? As we conclude this evening, I want to once again congratulate all of the students we recognize tonight. Your achievements reflect not only your talent, but also your discipline, resilience, and commitment to growth. I would also like to extend my gratitude to our faculty, whose guidance and dedication make moments like this possible, and to families for the constant support and encouragement you provide. May tonight serve not only as a celebration of what has been accomplished, but also as inspiration for what lies ahead. We are incredibly proud of you and look forward to all that you will continue to achieve. Thank you for being here with us this evening, and I wish you all a wonderful evening.